teams already suffering big-time injuries. How do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
Now Golden State's starting five. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hill. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Payton in at the 3 side. Now here's Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green, the screen. Lets it go from deep. And it's Butler missing. Clutch the pass to Fresh. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. Here's Payton. To the paint. And Green slams it in.
A big part of his game offensively. Green fantastic at the pick and roll game.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now, here's Curry. His average of about 35.5 points a game is pretty astounding, but one that he's worked very hard for. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Fresh. Off on the layup.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Clutch. Pass to Ballin' Boy. Here's Clutch. Nice move. Driving inside.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. There's the 3. Another miss by Curry.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Now the Warriors moving it up. From the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
San Antonio leading by 3. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at San Antonio. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's the Warriors, 8.5 games behind them.
And right now for San Antonio, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
They get it back. Clutch the pass to Fresh. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Outside, Payton. Green with a screen for Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Green against Wembanyama. And the Warriors miss again.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Good.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Warriors trail by 10. Outside Curry. To the inside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Fresh with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Snatched up. Ballin' boy. Fresh. The pass to Wembanyama. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. Number 1, the Spurs.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And here's a look at the stats for Butler. He's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
Here's Curry, and he banks in the layup. Curry's got 7.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Fresh can't get it to go.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Down low. The Spurs rebound. Spurs working the ball around now. Another shot. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Green.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
That's to Curry. Healed outside with the drive. There's Green with the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now, here's Butler. 17 points in his last outing. Inside. Here's Green. Good defense by Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 12. Here's Clutch. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's Ballin' Boy, defended by Butler. Ballin' Boy passes to Wembanyama. Here's Ballin' Boy. Wembanyama, a screen on Butler. And Wembanyama gets it to go. 8 points for him.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Great since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Curry finds Butler. Rebound San Antonio. Bottoms got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Curry following the bucket by the Spurs, and that one good.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Here's Fresh, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Now here's Butler. Scoreless thus far. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's the break. Here's Bowling Boy. Oh, look out! Look out!
That's how you finish.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Kuminga. 11-point game his last outing. Outside Butler fires the 3, and it's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And the Spurs with possession. Private.
Oh, my goodness. Man. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Post. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside, Kuminga. From 8. A rebound by the Spurs.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Warriors shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. To the middle. Shot to stop the run. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at them now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Stolen by Fresh. Pass to Clutch. It's rebounded by Kuminga. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw.